Hi, and welcome to Crypto Crazy. I'm Cal, and today I'm going to talk to you about a new coin called Fusible. Now, before I get started, I just want to mention that I do create these videos to bring more information about a project to you. It's certainly not me saying that you should buy it or shouldn't buy it. That's very much up to you, and that's based on the information that you get. So, you may have come across this because it's absolutely shot up in terms of price. And if you happen to be looking for something that will give you a little bit more information, that's the reason why I've created it. So just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that, and that's kind of where I stand as well when it comes to this project. So let's get started in terms of what's been happening with this coin. So the volume has gone up an incredible amount in terms of percentage, but is around about 177,000 USD. So if we just have a look at the movement, and I'll come on to where you can buy this and what the project does as well. As you can see, just a few days ago, the volume was a sufficient amount, and then it's kind of tailed off and it's become quite small. And the fact that it's gone down in price as well, I'll connect that into also the token economics in terms of who holds it and what's going on. But since then, it's shot up. So as you can see here, just fractionally over 3 cents up to $4.34. So that's quite the movement. In terms of where you can buy it, it's available on pancakeswap. Just show you here. There you have it. That's the token there. So if we just go on to the project starting off itself. So what are they actually doing? Now, in terms of the idea, I think conceptually it's very good. NFTs is certainly something that is quite the focus in the crypto world. And something that's on top of that is fractional NFTs. And that's where NFT, which is unique, which is rare, can be tokenized into multiple tokens, and you can actually own one of them. So if you've got one object, as it shows here, an NFT, that can then be broken down and sold with many tokens. So what they're proposing is not only doing that, but because then you can create a demand and a supply of it, you can then get to a better price point. So rather than one individual trying to buy it, you've got all of these multiple tokens, and people almost buy it like a normal coin or a security, but what you're buying underneath that obviously is the NFT. So here they're saying what you can do. You can liquefy your NFTs. That means that you can just kind of fractionalize them. You can create pools on, and this is just creating market makers as well. Those people who can kind of set the price, what they want it for, people who what they want to sell it for as well. Redefined price discovery, like I mentioned, because you've got these tokens, you can set what you want. You've got more liquidity as well, and you've got an opportunity for fractional ownership of something that maybe you wouldn't be able to buy as a whole. So here they have mentioned who the founding members are, and they seem to be based out in India. And you've got Santosh A and Prashant Kal. And just having a look, okay, just having a look here of what these guys are doing, what they've done before. And you can see here they've been working on this for 6 months. This individual who is currently also working, what it looks like is his own individual. When you click on this, it's just one employee, and that's just him. So it looks like he has his own sort of consultancy company, and that's what it kind of ties in here as well, talking about venturing into freelancing gigs for crypto projects, running a mining rig in early 2017, working on the development of some Ethereum dApps as well. So some experience there. And this individual has again worked on a blockchain project too, but as someone who's in charge of marketing, and I just kind of bring that up here as well. And I think it's always good to know what sort of background the founders have, what sort of experience they have as well, and what they've been working on. So that's them to there. And then just other than looking at, well, this is what you can do with the coin, it talks about in the white paper other utilities. So liquidity mining, incentivizing programs, uh, rewards. There's a governance token as well, so there's governance incentives too. So you're kind of looking at the sort of the things that you would typically see. I think the big picture is they are creating a platform for not you to only include your NFTs, but for them to become tokenized and sold in fractional NFTs as well. So you're getting parts of it. But just having a look at the coin, what they're doing with it, the team are getting 20%, which is a considerable amount. They talk about what else they're doing with the coin as well. I mean, do have a look at the white paper in a bit more detail. They've certainly got everything here in terms of what they're doing with those coins. If we look at the team, they're mentioning that ones that they are allocated to the founder and the team, none of the tokens will be, well, all of the tokens, is the way that they phrased it here, all the tokens will be locked until the 6th month. I don't know what the 6th month is, so whether that is from when they first started the project, which as you saw, they've been working on it for 6 months, that could be now. Maybe it's from the seed of the private sale, maybe it's from the public sale. I'm not certain, and they haven't given that detail. I think they probably should. And then after that, it says that they'll be unlocked and they'll have a daily distribution for the next 12 months. So that's how they're distributing out the tokens to the team there. Having a look on social media, they don't have too much of a presence. I noticed that they do have a Twitter page and it's got a considerable number of followers, 16.5 nearly. However, I'm not seeing the greatest amount of engagement. Now, this is only an hour ago, but if we have a look at something like this, and they're talking about that they've now have contact with market cap, coin market cap, coin gecko, pancakeswap. I mean, 8 likes, 7 comments. You know, for a community that big, you think they would be excited about it and they would engage a lot more. I've had a look and seen what they've got out on like Reddit and other platforms as well, and not so much. So that's a little bit strange for me, I must admit. And just kind of going back to what they're talking about, what they're doing. They mention how they are using Bancor, which is another cryptocurrency, as a base of how they're going about creating their platform as well. And just give you an idea what Bancor do. It's something that allows the automatic conversion of cryptocurrency tokens into other tokens, and that's pretty much what they're doing. So they're getting NFTs and they're kind of converting that into the fractionalisation tokens for that. Here, as it shows, it's coming soon, the app. So they don't have the app at the moment. So there isn't a great deal in terms of the information. Yes, they have their concept. In terms of what's coming up for them, it's uncertain to know. You know about the two founders. I think one thing that I am bearing in mind, and if you compare this, for example, to some other projects, I reviewed Ecomi, for example, recently. That project has the VV app and it already has the artists, it already has the platform of how they're going about doing it. Now, these guys are creating it and they may do a really good job, and they may also do a very good job of creating these fractionalizations as well, the fractional parts of those NFTs. However, I think the real challenge is getting the artists, getting people who will mint the NFTs onto their platform. Ecomi mentioned how they had deals with big brands, and if you watch the video, you'll see it. They've got DC Comics, they've got so many others as well, Ghostbusters. They've got some really big, renowned artists, worldwide artists, on there as well. So I think platforms like that will only grow. Whereas this, unless I see a little bit more about how they would go about doing that. I know they're still in the building phase, but just to generally have an idea of how they would do that, I think it would be quite useful. And I can appreciate the fact that you don't always have those answers. You start building and you're working that out. So with that in mind, I think it's one certainly for me to keep a close eye on, to see what they're doing, how they're going about doing it. I think, like I mentioned, as an idea, I really do think it's great. I think this is definitely something that's going to fit in very well in what we're seeing, the interest in NFTs. So fractionalisation, as I mentioned in the Ecomi video as well, is something that I think is great. So there you have it. That is Fusible. Like I mentioned, it's absolutely shot up today. I think who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, if it's going to continue going up, considering that the volume is low. If people are going to see this and go, wow, we like that, we want to get on top of it and buy even more, or the people who got into it today, maybe lower down, have seen it go up in price and say, well, that's a considerable increase, we want to book some profits as well, and as a result it could go down. But like I said, this is just to bring some information to you, to know a bit more about what the project is, how it's operating, who's behind it, what the idea is, and what information is out there and what isn't as well, because I think that's always something that's good to look at. So there you have it. That's Fusible. I've been Cal. This is Crypto Crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.